Hi, I'm Jenny. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. I'm so happy you're here. I appreciate your time. Today, I want to play with some primitive art doll ideas, but make them in paper. So I've been looking at videos online where people make the primitive dolls that are just the basic shapes, and they use kind of tattered rag doll sort of materials and that sort of thing. If you Google primitive rag dolls, you will see exactly the kind I mean. And many of them are animals, bunnies, cats. A lot of them are people, very primitive, basic shapes. Some of them are kind of monster looking. They're kind of amorphous sort of shapes. They're not really indicative of a person necessarily, but they give them a face, and it's kind of just a blob, with a face and some hair. So I really think those are fun. And I want to make something out of paper like that I can put on like a journaling card or a tag or a page in a junk journal. So here's what I have done. I have taken, this is just manila folder, and I have drawn a few basic shapes here. I did several kitty cats because, as you know, I have kitty cats. So, oops, got something on that one. So you can see, let's just take a quick look at them. This one kind of just has a circle with some triangle ears. There's a triangle body like a dress, and then just some rounded off rectangles for arms and feet. Here's another kitty. This one has kind of that oblong atomic cat shape with the long neck and the slim body. And again, I've just put rounded rectangles for the legs and for all the legs. And then I put some little angel wings on this one. You can see I changed my mind. I erased and redrew this one because I changed my mind on what I wanted to do with the body. So that's there. Here's another kitty. Of course, you could do these without the kitty ears, right? This one, maybe this one's more Yoda looking. It's not even quite so cat looking. I think by the time we put some eyes on it and stuff, it'll be more cat looking. But I did kind of this wide angled head, and then kind of just the amorphous, body with the little rounded off feet. And then this one's kind of a person. I didn't put cat ears on this one, although you could. Again, with just kind of that, it's almost a glassware shape, right? And then some longer arms and shorter feet. So very stylized and primitive. So I'm going to use these. I put them on, as I said, file folder, because I thought that would make a good pattern. It would be sturdy enough to be a good pattern. So I feel like they're all kind of mix and match. The only thing, like, I don't think I'd want to put the long arms on this body, although I think maybe it could go this way and we could cut them down, and the arms could go out in front of the wings. We might do that. But I feel like they're all kind of mix and match. Like, you don't necessarily have to have the same head with the same body. So I'm going to number them just as each piece, one, so that when I cut it apart, I know it went with number one. So then as I cut things apart, I can see which pieces went together, but I can also mix and match them if I want to. So this, I'll cut the ears out, but you could always cut the ears off. 3, 3, 3, 3, and we'll do the wings. So 3, and we'll know the side that we wrote on is the right side up, so we know that that's the direction it goes. Okay. All right, so then the basic idea now is just going to be to cut these apart and use them as pattern pieces on lots of different kinds of paper, and then to assemble them and kind of embellish them. So I'm thinking I will assemble them kind of on a lightweight paper so that I can do all the embellishments, and then cut it out and glue it to maybe a piece of cardstock at the end, but there'll be like a little backing. So I'm thinking just a piece of maybe copy paper or notebook paper, something that's easy to come by. to glue it down to initially so that we can decorate each of the pieces. For example, we might put lace or rickrack and, you know, add pieces. Maybe we could do pieces of fabric or not just paper. We could do little scraps of fabric, and we can draw some things on the eyes, or we can glue jewels and all kinds of things, you know, yarn and stuff on the hair, depending on how dimensional you want it to be. If you want it to be very flat, you might do little strips of paper. If you want it to be more dimensional and have more, you know, 3D to it, then you would use something that's going to be a little fatter, like buttons. But we'll get into all that. So that's kind of just the idea. So let me cut these out and trace around some paper and do some cutting. And then I'll be back and we'll kind of start putting it together and playing with, like, each one. We'll do at least one of each of the patterns, and then maybe we'll mix and match some pieces as well. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, I'm back. I have some little demos to show you here, but first let me show you what I did. I cut out the pieces. This was the one we labeled number 1. You can see the arm went across this way, so I cut it out and I just reconnected the edge with a piece of scrap card so that it would be smooth when I traced it. So we have, that was number 1 with its little feet, right? And when I put number 1 on here, I decided to put both of the arms up instead of putting it across. So, you know, you've got some leeway to play with it. And so I just cut out the pieces. I just traced her literally around my scrap bag. I got out my scrap bag and pulled out pieces to trace. You can also see that this was the only one, remember, that didn't have kitty ears, and I decided it needed kitty ears. So I just traced around pieces of scrap and I glued them onto a piece of paper. This was just, you can see it's just glued on. And then I decided that because I am going for that kind of scrappy ragdoll look, I wanted some stitching. And you can see I have done some stitching, and I stitched 4 of them, and 4 of them I used a pen to do some faux stitching. So this was number 1. This was pattern number 2 with the head and the little paws here and the little feet and the kind of vase sort of body. This was number 3 with that kind of oblong sort of head and then that really tall skinny kind of body and the angel wings. And then the little paws and the feet. And this was number 4 with the triangular and then the just kind of rectangles with rounded edges and the little kitty face. So I did those 4 and I stitched all of those after I glued them down. I just glued them onto a piece of you can see it's just plain lined paper because I just wanted a backing, because they only overlap a tiny bit, if at all, like they just butt right up to each other. So they might overlap a little where the wings are or something, but there's not enough overlap to glue them together. So you want to glue them on something. So that's why they're on a piece of paper. Then I started playing with the patterns. So this has the head from the number 2 pattern. The wings are from number 3. These little paws are from the number 1 pattern, and the little feet paws are from the number 4 pattern. So this is one of each of the 4 different drawings we did, kind of all, you know, stuck together here. And you'll notice I didn't actually sew this one. I just used a black marker and created some stitching here. So if you don't want to sew it, you can just do a little faux stitching with a marker. It's a little darker maybe with the actual stitching. This is a little more subtle, but there's a lot more control. It's a lot neater for sure. So this one has the head from number 1 after I put some ears on it. It has the body from number 3. It has the little front paws from number 3, and it has the feet from number 2. And this one didn't get any wings. So the first time around, this was the only one with wings. It was this pattern. And then the second time around, I didn't put wings on this one. And again, I didn't actually sew this one. I just did some faux stitching with my marker. Here is the next one. This is kind of a marriage of number 2 and number 3. So the head is from number 2. The wings are from number 3. These little paws are from number 2. The feet are from 3. And I think the body is number 4. The triangular body is number 4. So that's a little bit of everything there. And then here's the last one. The head is number 4. The wings are 3. The front paws are 3. The legs are 2. And that body, I didn't mark it, was number 2. The body was number 2. And so this one, I haven't quite finished the faux stitching, so I'm just going to do that really fast here. So just use your black marker, or a paint pen would be good if you don't want to sew, or you don't have a sewing machine, or it's just too much of a pain to get your sewing machine out, which I understand totally. I already had mine out for something else. And so you can just, you can just do that. And sometimes the black marker fades a little bit. So this one is kind of a magazine page, and it's a little slick. So the marker just kind of faded into it a little bit. So you might want to just go back and go over it again. If it does that. A paint pen might have worked a little better on the kind of slicker paper, but it seemed to do okay. My marker seemed to do okay on the rest of it. So, if you need to go back over it, don't be afraid to do that. If it's a little messy, that's okay. My actual ones that I actually sewed are way messier than the one I drew some little dashes on. Yeah, it seems like this second round of the marker is looking better here. You have a lot more control with the marker, I think. That looks pretty good. Do a little more down here. I've already done it, but it seems to just kind of have faded into the paper, soaked into the paper a little bit. So there we go. One more little paw here. There we go. Okay, so I think our next step, now that we have, we just, all I did was literally cut the pieces out, trace the pieces around on scraps, cut them out, glue them down. And then, as I said, I either sewed them or put the faux stitching. So it's time to decorate, but I think I want to cut them out before I start decorating. I think it'll be easier because then I can, if I need to wrap some lace around, I can do that. I do want to use some little buttons for eyes, maybe put some buttons, some ribbons, lace, that kind of thing. Since it's modeled after a rag doll, I want to kind of keep that rag doll look. So I want to use things that somebody might use on a rag doll. Okay, so I'm going to cut these out and I will be right back and we'll decorate. Yay, the fun part. Okay, I have cut them all out. And so I think we're ready to start embellishing. I do need to figure out something for a tail for each of them, but I want to kind of stick to some ribbons and things like that. So I'm wondering about, gluing a ribbon and then like having it curl up across. Maybe something like that, or it could, snake up behind the head, maybe. Something like that. I'm not really sure yet about the tail. I think that's a little too long, but let's put some eyes on him and decide if we want to outline the paws. Maybe this one, there's not a lot of contrast there, so I don't know. Maybe let's put a little ink on there and see if that helps. That helps a little bit, doesn't it? I just didn't get a lot of contrast between those papers. That helps a little bit. So for the eyes, I thought we would just use some buttons, and I just pulled out some of the smaller buttons I have. And I'm not sure it matters if they match. I mean, it's probably, you know, it'd probably be fun if they did, but if they don't, it's like a, you know, it's supposed to be like a rag doll. So rag doll eyes don't always match. Let's try a green one and a yellow one. Okay, so I definitely like the green on there. Doesn't look like I have another one exactly like that one. What about a yellow and an orange? Well, that's kind of cute. We could try red. I mean, it's got, oh, the red might be cute because of the red in the, we could do two little mismatched red ones. Is that one like that one? That one's closer. I don't know that I have a lot that match. I have a lot of small ones. That one's a little big. I think those two are cute. I like that. Do we need, I think we should maybe put something on for whiskers here, but I think we might want to do that with some ribbon or lace or something. Okay, I am just going to use a hot glue gun for this part. I just think it's easier when there are things like buttons involved. But do be careful. I find this just easier to do. I know there are glues that are, you know, plenty capable of holding buttons on, and you could sew them on if you really wanted to go the whole doll route. You could definitely sew them on there. But I think that's cute. Okay, so he's got some little eyes going. Let's figure out what could we put for some whiskers. Do we want to use, we could use the gold. I'm wondering about just putting some pieces of gold across there. Let's see. Let's just try it. I haven't, you know, I'm just kind of figuring this out as we go. So I had an idea of how to construct the doll itself, but I haven't really put a lot of forethought into how I might want to decorate them. Just that I want them to look like rag dolls, primitive rag dolls. That's really all I'm keeping in mind. You know, so we could do something like that. Maybe tie a little knot around it. It's small. Oh, so small, right? I'm not good at doing these fine little things like this. My fingers frequently don't want to work this way, but let's see, can I get it? No, I cannot. Okay, let's try a different tack. Since my fingers don't want to work that way, we'll try it this way. We'll put a little dot of glue on there. And we'll do, you can always trim them, right? Maybe put a little pink button in the middle. I think that might be good. Let's see, I got a tiny little pink button here. Let's see what we can do. Okay, that's cute. All right, got a little bit of glue coming up here. So I'll just be sure and get that off once it's not melty anymore. Here we go. Okay, so we've got some little whiskers there. Now we need to figure out what we're going to do for a tail. Like I said, I just have some bits and bobs, odds and ends. Got a little piece of velvet. Should we give him a little collar? What do you think? Does he need a little collar to wrap around? Maybe that would work. Let's see how that would go. I'm just gonna turn that edge under so we get a clean edge there. Maybe just a little too wide. So it's just a matter of kind of fussing with it and decorating until you get what you like. So I'm just trying to get this piece of velvet to have a little edge to it here. Didn't quite get that one. There we go. Okay, I think that might be cute, so. Some glue across there. And I don't really want too much dimension on the back, so I think I'm just gonna trim this off. There we go. That's cute. Let's see, should we add some jewels to his little collar? What do you think? Does he need jewels? I don't know. Maybe not. Okay, so he's got that going. Got to figure out something for his tail here. What are we going to do about that tail? I have a piece of red ribbon. We could cut in half. What do we want his tail to do? Do we want it to loop up around him? Or do we just want it to kind of hang down to the side? I don't know. Maybe we want it to come up and around behind his head. Trying to figure out how that might look, and this ribbon just doesn't want to cooperate. I was thinking about, you know, how the tail sometimes loops up around their head. But I think this is too wide, honestly, for that. How about this? If we just have it, you know, it can, I don't know. I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure about the tail. So maybe the tail would be something we put on when we put it in a book or on a card or whatever we're going to do with it at that point. You know, it might be, we're going to add the tail, or should we just put a tail on there and kind of leave it hanging so that whatever you put it in, it can go, you know, it can go in that. Although maybe it looks a little bit like a mouse with those whiskers. Oh. Is this too long for his tail? I don't know. Let's see. If I attach it about here, kind of let it curl up around. I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure about the tail. I think I'm just going to attach it, and then I think when I'm ready to do something with it, then I will figure out, you know, what it's supposed to do then. Right now I just want it to be kind of flat, so. Well, I mean, it's just cute. We can just kind of have it hanging there, but whatever page I put it on, you know, I can tack the tail down or up around his head. We can decide then. I think that's a good idea, maybe. Oh, see, that's cute. I like him there. I still want to do something here because I feel like his paws just aren't standing out. And I don't know whether to try to outline his paws with something or whether to give him, you know, we could give him a little bling down his coat to kind of pay it to call attention to his little paws there. That might be cute. I kind of like that. Let's do that. I have been thinking about making some, you know, little art doll kind of things, like rag dolls. So I thought this would be a fun way to get them in my journal. I just managed to get glue all over my fingers and not so much on that. Okay. Try again. I like the hot glue, but then at the end, I end up having to go back and take off all those little threads. And like here, I got it on my fingers, so now it's on the top. There we go. Okay. All right. I think he's pretty cute, although he does maybe look a little bit like a mouse instead of a cat, but that's okay. I like him. I think he's cute. I think his tail's cute. I like the tail kind of curling down around him. So I think he would be really cute. I think you could put him on a greeting card. I think you could put him on a journal page. I think you could put him on a tag. You know, I think he would make a really cute gift tag. You could attach him, you know, to a tag and put him on a gift and write something on the back, especially if you have cats or you're a cat lover. You could definitely do this, you know, with a dog motif. Just because I used cats certainly doesn't mean that's the only way to go. Oh, I wonder if this would be a cute tail. Should we use that for her tail? I don't know. Let's see. What are we going to do with this one? Let's start with some eyes here. Maybe blue or green. I've got some little blue ones, I think. There's a couple little blue ones. They're similar. Let's see what else I got. I got this blue one. And there's that one. Too many, huh? What about green? He ended up using the red on the last one. It's a green one. Too many choices. Too many choices. This is what happens to me. I get bogged down in too many choices. Okay. I'm going to start taking some of these away. I like this one, so I think the two that kind of go together there. Do we want them the other way? Could turn them the other way. I think that's cute. Okay. Let's get some glue on those and get those down. You could definitely go the, you know, draw little kitty eyes on there if you wanted to, and eyelashes and the whole 9 yards. I mean, there's lots of stuff I think you could do if you wanted to go that route. I am kind of just going for that primitive look though, so I don't want to do too much. I mean, I know on this one we added some bling, but that's still just ribbon and stuff that's, you know, something you could sew on or put on. Let's see. Don't know. Let's figure out. Oh, I got this little piece of lace. That's cute. Oh, she could be wearing a little dress. How cute is that? And we could just... Yep, I think that's cute. I think we might have to give her a little dress. Let's finish her face and give her a little dress here. What do we want to do? Here's a little red one. That almost looks like a little pig, doesn't it? So I started out trying to make it look like a cat, but you know, maybe, I mean, it's got little ears and stuff. Maybe we could just put like a little piggy nose on it. Here's a gold one. We could put a little piggy nose and then put the little, oh, let's do that. That's too cute, right? I'm not married to the idea that it has to be, you know, I mean, I cut the general shape like it's a kitty cat, but the truth is, it's just ears, and this one's kind of got a really round face, which is more piggy looking, I think. So let's go ahead and put this on. Okay. This one I think I might wrap. Although I think I'm gonna have to cut some of it. I think we might have to cut it around. Should we tack it like down here a little bit and then cut off the lace? Maybe that's a good idea. Kind of cut it to follow. That's probably gonna work better. Because I just don't want a lot on the back. Like I don't want to put a lot of bulk on the back of it. So I think just a little bit of glue down there to just kind of keep it in place and make her look like she's got a little dress. That's cute. Okay, I'm really liking that one. That one's cute. Let's round that a little bit. And that one just looks more like a little piggy. So he would have she would have a little swirly tail there, but you probably wouldn't see it. So I think we'll call that one good. What else we got? Oh, we got a little angel kitty here. So we need to put some little eyes on the angel kitty. What do we have? Could do some little orange. It's not a lot of contrast there. Little orange eyes. No. Some little yellow eyes. That's kind of cute. Kind of looks like it's got a little like funky over its eye there. And then we got to figure out maybe some little whiskers. Maybe some little whiskers for this one. Let's see, what do I have? I'm just looking through my little scrap bin here of stuff to see if I have anything that looks like it might make good whiskers. I don't know. Do I like that side better? Yeah, actually, I think I do. Cute, cute. Hope you guys are having a good day. Hope you're having fun doing this. I'm having fun doing this. Let's see. What if we try again with a little knot idea, but maybe with something I can actually tie. Something that's actually long enough to tie would be good. Maybe a little strip of fabric. Let's see. Let's see if that's long enough for me to get my fingers around it. I hope. We'll see. Oh, come on. My fingers just don't like these small things. So I tend to work on larger things because, yeah, I struggle with really small stuff. I don't know why. I just never. Okay. I've got the knot started. Now let's see if we can pull these little things through. All right. Okay, kind of ratty-tatty, but I kind of like it. Let's cut that off. And then let's put a little dollop of glue there. There we go. Oh, that's cute. Okay. I'm really liking that one. That one's cute. What else? Should we give him something on his wings down here, or should we just call him good? Maybe a little bit of this. Still have a little bit of this, but this is cute. Maybe, let's see. Do I have any little blingy things we could put on his wings here? What about these? That's cute. Do I have some more of that? Oh, I have some in green. That might be okay, since I only have a little bit of that. Okay, maybe right along the edge of his wing there. I got 3, 6, 7, 9 of those. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, about the same length. And on this side. There we go. That's cute for his little wings. I'm a little concerned about this part right here, just because the sewing, there's not a lot there to hold it together. So I think I might take a little scrap of something and just glue it along the edge, just to guarantee that that stays put. I'm just a little worried about it. So, and then sewing it didn't help. It was already a little flimsy, and then sewing it just kind of perforated it. Probably could have used a piece of paper for that, but since I had something here, that feels a little more sturdy. That's better. Okay. I think he's super cute. I like him. So I think we're done with him. So I think, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3. Let's do one more on camera, I think. And then just because for time's sake, I'll probably go ahead and do them. But if we start running out of time or it's getting a little long, then I'll probably just either speed it up or cut away and come back and show you all of them finished. But you know, we'll just keep going here and see where we end up. Let's see. Some orange. I do like the orange for this one, I think. Might actually have 2 orange that are pretty close. Oh, we didn't put a tail on the angel kitty, did we? Oh well. You can always add one later. This is kind of cool because this top piece of paper that I cut the head out of is very thin. It's like a rice paper, and you can see the lined paper underneath it. So that's kind of cool. Adds kind of another layer to it. I'm struggling with this glue today, which is unusual. Usually the glue gun is my friend, but today it seems to be fighting me just a little bit. Let's see. What do we have here? We could do, I wonder if we could do like a little tie, a little bow around the neck. Okay, I might have to tie the bow and then glue it on afterwards because it's probably would be better to do a little loopy bow with that. Oh, here's some, you could do some little lace across. That's cute. Some little lace across there, maybe something down the front there. We had some yellow. Put that on. I guess I should finish the face first, huh? I wonder if I could cut that off and loop it back down there. Different piece of lace. Do I have another? Let's see what other lace I might have. A little more of that peachy color. Just a little bit of blue. on first, and then put this one on over it. That's cute. That's cute. I like that. I know I got sidetracked and we haven't finished the face yet, have we? All in good time. All in good time. But you know, there's no special order. You can go in any order you like. It's your project. You can do it any way you like. Okay, I had my little silicone finger cover. There it is. I'll roll that down, get it stuck on. Let's trim this. Okay, and then I want to put this over it like that. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on here and get it settled. Yeah, there we go. Then I can go in with some more. Get that on there. Let's get that trimmed, and then there we go. Now we can go in. Oops, running out of glue. Go. And this will hold that blue down as well. There we go. Cute. Okay, I like that. That's cute. Now let's finish her face. We could give her three little things there for a mouth. I don't know. Not so sure about that. But maybe if we make it look like a little triangle, that might be cute. I kind of like that. But I would like a few, just a few little things sticking out. I think so. I think we might want a few little whiskers, something small though. Nothing very big on this one. Okay, let's do a little dollop right there. Let's kind of do a little X. Just a slight one. Okay. Now let's do her little triangle face there. She just has short little whiskers. Cute. I feel like she needs like a little hat. I feel like she needs a little something here. Maybe we need to put the rest of this lace for a little hat. Oh, that's cute. What do you think? That way or this way? Okay, let's give her a little hat here. Some glue here. Let's just trim this just a little bit. There we go. Okay. I think she's cute. I like her. So this is, you can see how this is going. This is just silliness. So I think I'm probably going to go ahead and stop the video there for now, because I think we're just probably going to run really short on time. It's going to run really long if we do too many more. But let's take a look at the 4 that we have completed. With the tail. I know I didn't put a tail on this one or this one yet. I guess I could still do that. Might still put a little ribbon tail on there so that later I'll be able to, you know, spread that out when we get to a card or a page. So I hope you've had a good time. If you have, please hit the thumbs up. Give me a like. I really appreciate it. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you might try this. Until next time, remember, use what you have to make your life more beautiful. Bye.